Hi, I'm Brian. Kettle's on, make yourself a cup of tea. Today I want to talk about the Birds of Prey sequel and the rumour that it might be cancelled. Now, with how Birds of Prey underperformed at the box office, this doesn't surprise me if it is cancelled, but this is just a rumour. Now, I'm reading this report on Bounding into Comics, but it was first broken by Giant Freaking Robot. So let's have a look at what this report says. Rumour: Birds of Prey sequel with Margot Robbie axed. Warner Brothers is moving on. Now, I think this will be AT&T that's decided to axe it if it is, rather than Warner Brothers itself. But let's have a look at the report. A report says Birds of Prey 2, if you really wanted it and wondered, is dead at Warner Brothers, and so is hope for any follow-up. Giant Freaking Robot claims in an exclusive the potential sequel is cancelled and everyone involved from studio to creative team are moving on to other things. Which is true, as was reported last week that Margot Robbie and Christina Hodson have both moved over to Disney for a new Pirates of the Caribbean movie. Giant Freaking Robot source says Warner Bros. No longer believes in the concept or in the creative team behind the movie. The primary reason, of course, is money. Which, it's the movie studio, it needs to make money, and since AT&T took over, it seems to be a lot more money focused than it has been previously. They're cutting a lot of divisions it doesn't need, which doesn't make money, and even some that does. It was a few weeks ago, it was looking to sell the Warner Bros. Gaming division, which still makes money. But let's go on. Birds of Prey tanked at the box office upon opening, earning roughly a disappointing $33 million, the worst opening for a DC movie ever. Warner Bros. Hoped for $55 million domestically, and it was projected to gross higher. Ticket sales weeks in advance painted a different picture. Theatres across North America, before the COVID scare, screening the film were almost empty. According to the numbers, the film made $201 million worldwide, with $84 million from the domestic box office, and $117 million abroad. The report it made 2.5 times its production budget, which is estimated at $82 million. The $82 million is just for the production budget, which won't include the cost of reshoots, which I know this film had, and more importantly won't include the cost of marketing. Now, a marketing budget is normally about the same amount as what the production budget is, which is another $82 million. So if we double that, that gives us $164 million, and the film made $201. That's only a profit of $37 million. Now, to Warner Bros. That won't be enough for it to greenlight a sequel. But let's go on with the article. The film was released early on video on demand, and its price was reduced to $5.99. As a result, it went to number 1 in the iTunes chart. But that's not enough, and Harley Quinn's presence might get reduced in the DC Extended Universe going forward. She's in the Suicide Squad, which could turn her fortunes around, with Giant Freaking Robot cast out if she'll be a leading character, sharing the screen with Idris Elba and John Cena. Aside from a host of others, a reduction of time in the spotlight is possible, a far cry from being the last film's breakout property. Post Birds, Harley would have been busy hooking back up with old allies in a Gotham City Sirens movie, and an adventure with ex-Mr. J in Harley and Joker. Giant Freaking Robot says both spin-offs are on hold or to be scrapped. And for how little money Birds of Prey took at the box office, and if this rumour of the Birds of Prey sequel being cancelled are true, then I think these spin-offs would be scrapped rather than on hold, because Warner Brothers won't be moving ahead with spin-offs if they have no faith in the main movie. But back on to the article. Huntress, Black Canary, Renee Montoya and Cassie Kane exist now in the DCEU, but don't expect too much from them in the foreseeable future. Warner Brothers' confidence in Margot Robbie may have diminished with the box office returns. Robbie and writer Christina Hodson, off to do a Pirates of the Caribbean reboot, are probably out of the door. Birds of Prey flopped largely because of its divisive marketing that discouraged men from seeing it. They then turned round and blamed the male demo for not showing up. Now, I do remember a lot of the marketing surrounding the film. It was very anti-male, that it was about female empowerment and that men would be put off by its strong female lead and its female cast, and that it was written by a woman and directed by a woman, which is just alienating half of the audience, and it's also rubbish. Men don't care if it's a female or male lead, same as women don't care if it's a female or male lead, as long as it's a good story, well written, then we're happy to go see it. It's when films are poorly written and the access media and the people involved in the film start saying that the people that don't like it are bad people and they're sexist and misogynist, then that's when people are put off by this. There's plenty of films out there with strong female leads. Aliens has one of the strongest, if not the strongest female lead in movie history. Just last year, Captain Marvel, while not being a great film, still grossed over $1 billion. And before that we had Wonder Woman, which had a strong female lead and a female director and still grossed over $800 million. Then there's this last little bit here. Director Kathy Yan found fault with undue expectations on a female-led movie and the extra burden on her as a woman of colour. Now, again, female-led movies can do well if done properly, same as male-led movies do well if done properly. And the extra burden on her as a woman of colour, I didn't even know who was directing the film when it came out and had no influence on me deciding not to go see it. It was just a film which didn't interest me personally, and I know a lot of other people felt the same. So again, I very much doubt that had any or very, very little to do with the film underperforming. What do you guys think? Are you surprised that the Birds of Prey sequel's been cancelled? Did you want a sequel in the first place? Let me know in the comments below. That's all from me. I'm off to make a cup of tea.